So in January, I'm going to run 100 miles across the Sahara Desert with no rest, no sleep. Here's why. You see, growing up, there was someone in my life between the ages of about 13 to 18 who was like a second dad to me. His name was Mark Clifford, but everybody called him Cliffy. And if I had to put together my Mount Rushmore of humans that have impacted me in a positive way, his face would be on it. You see, every few years, Cliffy did these crazy things, all in the name of raising money for charity. Like running a marathon across the North Pole, or the Marathon des Sables, which is 6 marathons in 6 days across the Sahara Desert. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you? And one day I was in Egypt with him and he was training and he had a 10K run and I got 1K in and I was absolutely gassed. I was like, Cliffy, I promise you one day in the future I'll do one of these with you, but right now I am unfit, I'm not trained for this. I turned on my heels and I went back to the hotel. And sadly, I never got an opportunity to fulfill that promise because we tragically lost Cliffy in a quad biking accident. So fast forward, that brings us to today. And just to be clear, I am not a long distance runner. I'm barely a runner. I mean, the last long distance I ran was actually for Cliffy back in 2008 when I did the London Marathon, which I vividly remember getting beat by somebody in a frog suit in the last 300 meters because you could see it on the big screen as you're crossing the finish line. And since 2008, the longest distance I've ran is this year, which was a half marathon. So I'm going from a half marathon to an ultra marathon across the Sahara Desert. And the reason I'm doing this now is the other day I was running in the Dubai heat, I was doing a 5K and pushing hard, and that memory of Egypt just came flooding back to me for the first time. And for me, I took that as a sign. So I went hunting for an opportunity to do something in Cliffy's memory. And just like Cliffy picked a charity that meant something to him, I've picked something that means something to me, which is Great Ormond Street Hospital and the amazing work they do there. And the reason is pretty simple. I'm a father of 2, and to be really honest on camera, the only thing that actually scares me is anyone that I love getting poorly. And Great Ormond Street Hospital is funded by the NHS, but that just covers the vital treatments. But the donations are the things that change the experience for the children and the families, like the groundbreaking research, the accommodation for family, the play therapy, through to even building wards. Great Ormond Street Hospital is there to give seriously ill children the best chance and the best childhood possible, until no childhood is lost to serious illness. And every pound we raise will help children not only get the best medical care, but give them the best environment to heal and to keep hope alive. So how do you get involved? Simple, you can donate. And if you're not in a position to donate, just by watching this video, liking, commenting, sharing, and raising awareness, that is just as impactful. So if you're not in a position to donate, please do get involved in another way as I document this journey, as I train and put myself in the desert. But if you are in a position to donate, I'm gamifying it a little bit. Of course I am. So first, if you want to donate £25, when you place a donation, leave me your favorite song or something you think will be ridiculous for me to be listening to, because I'm going to create a public Spotify playlist, which is what I'm going to be listening to along the run. And secondly, for those of you that don't know, I'm a EMCC qualified coach and I do coaching and mentoring on the side as a real love and passion of mine. If you're running a business less than £3 million in turnover, I would love to help you as a mentor, or for anybody that would like some coaching, there's a link around this video. Simply book in and every bit of revenue will get donated through to Great Ormond Street via the page. And lastly, I've been inspired by Ryan Trahan with what he's just done for St. Jude's Hospital, and we are creating something called the Sahara Shuffle. And what that is, if you donate £500, you can trigger a forfeit that I have to do. And in terms of the Sahara Shuffle, I'm going to be taking a deck of cards, finding random strangers and getting them to pick a card, which will then choose the forfeit I have to do. Here's a list of the forfeits we've got so far. 2 a.m. fatigue run. If this one gets drawn, I have to wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning and run 10 kilometers. The weighted pack run. I have to do a 10K run with a weighted backpack within 24 hours of drawing the card. The desert sleep. This is where I have to sleep outside in my garden. By the way, it's 33 degrees here at night at the coolest point right now in just my race kit. The Desert Food Challenge. I'm only allowed to eat race food for 48 hours. And the last one we've got so far is a marathon within 48 hours. And if watching this, you've got any other ideas of what you'd want to see me do, and you want to have a bit of a trade or negotiation, as long as it's legal and relatively safe, pitch it to me. This money goes to an amazing cause, so I will likely be in. So that's it. I've got just over 160 days to train. I'm going to be documenting the journey, and I already have some amazing brands that want to come on board and support this. And whether you're in a position to donate, and if you do, thank you in advance. But even if you don't, again, follow, like, share, comment, and just raising awareness. That will mean the world to me. Together, let's do this for Cliffy, for Great Ormond Street Hospital, and for every single child out there that deserves a fighting chance.